Hey, what's going on, team? It's Ricky with TechButt Solutions, and in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to be explaining how I made a little bit over $1,000 again today. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen so you guys can see exactly what it is that I'm looking at. I'm using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform for those that are going to be asking. I'm going to show you guys my overall trades so you guys can see right here. Total $1,050.93. You could see that a majority of my money was made on ticker symbol DGAS, so that's mainly the one that I'm going to be talking about. I didn't make much money on JDST, and I didn't make much money on ticker symbol UGAS. If you're part of the Learn Plan Profit group, they get to watch me trade live every single day. That's that second link in the description. And one of my main focuses was right after the market opened, my main focus was three things, right? We talk about it all the time, and it's understanding direction, understanding pattern, and then making sure that the opportunity cost is worth it. We saw that, based on how it closed on Friday and then how it moved on over to extended hours and then on over to Tuesday, we started to see natural gas beginning to trade in between the middle and bottom VWAP. VWAP. Search it up if you've never heard it before. I have a video about it. There's a video in the Learn Plan Profit course about it. But again, so many other people have different explanations and how they use it. I think it's a very useful indicator to understand what is trending up and what is trending down. There's the middle and top VWAP when it shows signs of an uptrend pattern. I like to focus on direction. And I saw all pre-market hours, right? Natural gas was selling off. And then all of a sudden, at around 6 o'clock, it begins to consolidate and shoots up. So what happens? It became super overbought, no longer a good deal. And normally what we see when it becomes overbought is, just like we explained in the Learn Plan Profit live stream, we see it begin to consolidate. And this is what I found to be most attractive. In the Learn Plan Profit live stream, I believe I made $190, which they were able to see me enter and exit, exactly, and explain my thought process. And what we did was we waited for natural gas to break below this kind of so it pushed up, became overbought, began to consolidate, and then began to make lower lows and lower highs. A perfect example of this is kind of what just happened right now. Natural gas pushes up, it becomes overextended. The RSI, you can see with that, the MACD, MACD, search it up, begins to show signs of a descending pattern. As of right now, I'm done trading for the day, so I'm not going to trade it anymore. That's something that you guys will learn as time goes on, that if you begin to overtrade or later throughout the hours, market begins to slow down a little bit and it just becomes less effective or efficient. But one of my biggest focuses today is as natural gas. Why is that important? Why am I talking about natural gas if I did not even trade natural gas, right? I made a majority of my money on DGAS, right? $923. And then on UGAS, I made $76. And then I traded JDST randomly because I saw a little opportunity, but didn't play out that well. But my main focus and where I made a majority of my money was DGAS. What did we talk about? Natural gas was selling off. So then DGAS, which is the inverse ETF, begins to show signs of an uptrend. And all I focused on was being able to buy the low points, sell the high points. Buy the low points, sell the high points. Buy the low points, sell the high points. If I'm not mistaken, my total amount of trades that I actually got filled were actually 27. I canceled a bunch of them just because they did not play according to plan and stuff like that. So I pay about $3 per commission. So you guys can check that out right here with, when it comes down to let's say I want to buy 100 shares and I click confirm buy, it shows that I pay $3 per commission. Again, you guys can call TD Ameritrade. You guys could even get free commission if you just open up a new account and have over $3,000 or $5,000. I'm not too sure. Call them up. And there's just so many ways on how to get started. I just wanted to share that my biggest focus for today is just like it was yesterday. I made $1,300, almost on the dollar. I made a little bit over $1,300, but feel free to watch that YouTube video. You guys can check it out. And it's the video that I uploaded yesterday. I went from zero profit to $1,300 profit, day trading, and I showed you in 5 minutes, right, on how it is that I did that. Very simple. For those that are going to be asking how much money am I trading with and stuff like that, with this for today, I traded with around $30,000 to $35,000 per position. That's about $5,000 more than I normally trade with. but it's because the margins weren't big enough, but I felt comfortable enough to take those larger position size. I focused on direction. I understood natural gas and why, not necessarily why it was selling off, but I understood the direction and that it was selling off. And I played with that. I knew that it was overbought and it just continued. So again, until this happened, this is what I was focusing on. And look at that descending, so I'm gonna zoom out a little bit, but look at that descending pattern. It makes lower lows and lower highs. And when it pushes up and becomes extremely overbought, then guess what? I'll buy degas because now I know that because the direction of natural gas is descending and it becomes super overbought, then I'll just buy the dip on degas, and then if the pattern continues to sell off, if and only if, right, then I can make money off of degas. And the same thing happened over and over again. And then when natural gas became extremely oversold, I bought UGAS and I made a little bit of money off of that. So again, the biggest thing is I understood the pattern and I understood the direction. And some of you guys might be asking, well, Ricky, how is it that I can do that as well? Practice. One of the biggest focuses that we had today within the Learn, Plan, Profit group is, they were asking, because they get to watch me trade live every single morning, and someone that just enrolled asked the question, should he not watch me trade live every single morning and just complete the course? Or should he do both, right? Being able to watch me trade live and on top of that, complete the course. The biggest thing is learning the material. And my biggest two suggestions for someone that's really trying to learn and become more familiar with patterns, directions, using the different indicators, just becoming more familiar with everything that the stock market has to offer is practice. And everything that you learn, if there's a perfect way of how to learn is if you're enrolled in like Learn, Plan, Profit or whatever course you're a part of, I think people rush through the material way too quick. I think that people should dedicate 20 to 30 minutes a day on a consistent basis. Very simple time, right? 20 to 30 minutes a day. Watch that material, take notes, practice it. That's the biggest thing, to retain the information. And once you practice it, if you have someone that's even the tiny bit like interested in the stock market, try to teach them what you just learned. I can guarantee you that you will learn so much as you learn, practice, implement, refine, and teach on a consistent basis every single day. So learning the material and watching the information is about 20 to 30 minutes. But all the other stuff should take about 2 to 3 hours. So in reality, again, yes, it should maybe be about 2 to 3 hours that you dedicate every single day to learn something new. But to actually, the material that you're actually learning should only be 20 to 30 minutes so you don't overwhelm yourself, and at least it sticks and it makes sense. We have people that have gone through the course like 10 or 15 times and they're always learning something new. It's just the way that you like retain that information. For myself, I'm someone that's, a doer. So as I learn something new, I need to practice it and I need to implement it and I need to make sure that I do it over and over again until it becomes second nature. So again, for all those that are asking, how is it that you can consistently grow your account? How do you manage your risk? How do you lock in profits? How do you become more familiar with patterns? There's no magic secrets. Practice makes perfect in every single market. And that's exactly what you have to do. So it's going to take time and you're going to make mistakes. And that is why we encourage you to start paper trading. I don't care if you have $100,000. I don't care if you have $1 million. I don't care if you have $1,000. We treat everyone the same. And that's someone as a beginner. You're someone that's just getting started and there's a huge learning curve. If this was super easy, everybody would be doing it. But guess what? Those that are patient, disciplined, and consistent are the ones that are dominating in this market. And if you want to dominate, then make sure your best practices align with your overall goal. So I want to thank you guys again so much for your time. Again, for those that are just tuning in, that are tuning in a little bit late, I just broke down everything so you guys can rewatch this video, but it was a little bit over $1,000. And I'm going to get started with my day. So we're going to be checking out a couple more properties today. I'm actually going to be potentially investing in a flip. And I'm really excited to be sharing that journey with you guys again. So again, if you guys are not familiar with who it is that I am, my name is Ricky. I run the largest YouTube channel for those who trade in the stock market and the largest private Facebook group for those who trade in the stock market. We have over 500,000 subscribers. We have nearly 200,000 members within our free Facebook group. If you want to stay connected, I hope I earned your thumbs up. Be sure to click that first link in the description. And if you would like to work with me, might be only option, right? I upload free videos on YouTube and you can learn from that. Or if you would like to work with me on a closer basis, have access to the course for a lifetime, and being able to watch me trade live every single day, again, this is the only option that I offer. It's the second link in the description, and it's the Learn Plan Profit Group. You get to watch me trade live every single day, get all the course updates, and you get access to our private Discord chat, which you can direct message me and work with me on a closer basis every single day. I wish you guys an amazing rest of your Tuesday. I'm about, if I'm not mistaken, $200 away from my weekly goal, and it's only Tuesday. So let's focus on that quality. Let's be consistent. Let's manage that risk, and let's lock in those profits. Like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green up. Take it easy, team.